up guys, and welcome back here to my kitchen in Hollywood, California. Today I'm going to share with you how to cook a steak. Today we have a grass-fed ribeye. It's been sitting out at room temperature for about an hour. That's so it cooks evenly and it doesn't seize up when you put it in the pan. You want the meat to be relaxed in room temperature. That'll give an even cook. I'm going to put salt and pepper over it, and that'll help penetrate and season the meat. Let it sit for about a half hour. It might leach out a little moisture, that's okay. We're just gonna dab it up with a paper towel here. Moisture is the absolute enemy to achieving any sort of color when you're cooking a steak. You're going to essentially be steaming your steak if you don't dab it off with a paper towel first. Alright, gratuitous slow motion cast iron shot. I love this pan. It's ideal for cooking steak. This method, however, will work without cast iron. So think about a French fry. You ever notice how McDonald's French fries are so crispy? It's because they've been fried 2 different times. A lot of places, they like to blanch their French fries first in 325-degree oil, take them out, and then put them back in the fryer at a higher temperature, like 375. And what happens when that is done is those blanched French fries will crisp up instantaneously in the oil because of the fact that they've already been cooked one time before. So you're cheating a little bit, you're fast forwarding, you're spending less time in the fryer. It's the same thing with this steak here. We're gonna put the steak in, we're gonna kiss it on each side, and it's gonna be a little gray. That's okay, that's what we're going for. Meanwhile, we're gonna turn the heat back up because we lost a bunch of heat when we cooked the steak originally. You put a cold piece of meat in that pan and the temperature comes down dramatically. So we get color the first time, take it out, we turn the heat back up, and we put the steak back in the pan. The second fry here is when I'm going to start incorporating my garlic, my aromatics, my thyme, my sage, my butter. And you notice with just a few seconds how quickly it went from gray to a beautiful auburn brown red. Here I am getting the garlic in, crushed garlic, thyme and sage. I'm going to briefly let it sit on the bottom of the pan to infuse, and then I'm going to put it on top of the steak as to not completely burn and disintegrate. This will help kind of perfume the steak as I prepare to baste it with this butter here that's boiling away. As I reach for the perfect shot, trying not to drop my camera in butter, here I go. And those herbs kind of ripple and fry and crackle and pop and infuse with butter, and it's just a beautiful thing. There's no other way to cook a steak. Now that spent less time in the pan and got more color than I would have if I spent the whole time in the pan waiting for it to get that same shade of brown. This way it spent less time in the pan. It's going to allow for more even cook from side to side. You'll see less of a spectrum, less of a gradient. Try to let the meat rest for 10 minutes or so. I could have probably waited a little longer, but you'll see there's less overcooked meat on either side. I'm going to finish it with a little bit of salt. It's more of an even pink throughout, and that's what we're going for. Grass-fed meat will always cook quicker, but that residual heat will do your job. Ask questions, like, subscribe. So excited to cook for you guys. I'll see you next time.